Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to one and all present over here. Welcome for the day 2 of the Certified Career Counseling Program by the International Internship University. The university, which is a leading virtual education system and a global brand confederation, which is the most valuable and trusted worldwide and well reputed in delivering innovative programs. Globally, it is trusted name for quality training programs and is committed to providing better and virtual education to all the young learners of the globe. In a short span of time, IIU has spread its wings in 195 countries, 6 continents, with 1000 plus courses and internship to the e-learners across the globe with the help of 1000 plus global educators under the strong leadership of our founder, the visionary Mr. Piyush Pandit sir. Today, we are blessed to be here. We all are together. We all are in the different parts of the world. But I think still we are here to learn something more about career counseling. Career counseling is a process that will help us to know and understand ourselves, the world of work, in order to make career educational and life. It is a domain of counseling that focuses on helping individuals find the right career pathway. In career counseling, the individuals receive the guidance from the professional counselors that provide expert advice on the potentials, aptitude, motivations, etc. etc. I think yesterday when we all were having a discussion, the one trainee amongst us have said she has joined this course not only to provide the counseling session to the others, but for her own self, for her own child. So without wasting the time, I take the honor and it's my privilege to introduce the great personality who is there with us today, Dr. Shrividya Sukumar, the research and development strategic transformation consultant. She's an educationist, entrepreneur, quality assurance expert, master coach, life and business. She's volunteer at UNESCO, UNICEF, Emirates Red Crescent, AI Makatoum Foundation, Sharjah School Welfare. And I would like to add on that Shri Vidya is a very, very active person in the International Internship University. Now, recently, she has come up with a great idea of G20 International supporting the Indian governments. And I think, it's my request. Please do not miss out our sessions. The sessions are too good. The summit is very good. We are having the speakers from the various parts of the world. In addition to that, it's the proud privilege to have Dr. Shri Vidya with us. Probably after every 15 days, she is sharing her expertise, her knowledge with the worldwide learners through the IIU platform. So indeed, it's my pleasure to invite Dr. Shri Vidya once again for the day 2 of the Career Counseling Program. Thank you so much for being over here. And we are very much eager to hear on your expertise. Thank you, dear. The platform is all yours now. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Snigdha. It was a very warm welcome and a beautiful introduction. I think you really made my day and made me so happy to be here on this platform of IIU. On that note, I would like to extend my warm welcome from my side on behalf of IIU to Dr. Rosalind Wills, Dr. Charles Evoria, Ms. Vanya Soto, if I'm right, and Ifania Chuku. I'm sorry, I shouldn't get any wrong there, any name wrong there. Ms. Anchal Sheroff, welcome to you. Ms. Abhinaya Sundar, a warm welcome to you. Dr. Sarvamangala, warm welcome to you. And Ms. Loredano Giovanelli. And thank you so much. And once again, Dr. Snigdha has very much has given a very bright introduction about IIU. From my part, I think it's my duty also to talk more about IIU. IIU, as we all know, it's the greatest platform that we are united with IIU on this day. And it's a leading virtual education system, which is conducting online programs and reaching about people who are more kind of a downtrodden, I would say that, and with the policy. That's what is very important, which has made a dream come true. And what is that impossible dream? Is that education for all, with due respect to education, and which is available to anywhere, anytime, to any person in the globe. They just have to reach IIU and then they get it. And with that great highlight, and we would like to start today's session. Thank you, Dr. Kadam, and for everybody who is present here with me on this platform. I'm going to share my screen. Yes, I think it should be visible by now. Hope my screen is visible.
Yes, it's perfect, Dr. Srividya.
Yes, thank you. So on behalf of IUU, once again, I extend my warm welcome to one and all there. So it's a greatest pleasure to have you here. And today we are talking about a very beautiful topic that is called as career counseling. As you know, like the best way to destiny is to create it. I have my blog where I always write. In that I have written, the best way to destiny is to create it. And you strive and you drive and you achieve to it. And destiny is always like a wonderful tapestry in which every thread is guided by a tender hand, placed by another thread and held and carried on by 100 others. And it's an experience. And if you are very possessive about your destiny and you need to create it, nobody else can do it. On that note, we would start today's session. And we are here to welcome you all for this session that we are going to talk about career counseling. So what is actually career pathway? What are the topics that we are going to cover for today? A guidance to student profiling and candidature building, which is very important. As I told you, destiny is something that we need to create it. How to create that particular destiny for us. That's what is important. Directives for active and engaging opportunities from a choice of different career pathways. Performance expectations and their benefits according to the different domains of excellence. That means we need to look into ourselves, what is possible from us. We have to work on our strengths and also our shortcomings such that we develop and we keep up. We maintain those performance expectations and the benefits according to the areas of excellence that we are up to. Defining the skills. So when we do that, when we look into ourselves, and create a destiny for us, working on the strengths of us or working on the shortcomings of us, what is that we need to do? The next is that analyzing, looking into ourselves, exploration within ourselves, and equip us with the skills that are required, that are to the expectations in the community, such that we recoup, we regenerate, we become more competent, and we create our own destiny with the help of a magic triangle. Magic triangle in the sense, self is you, and then comes the society, where we are up to the society expectation, and where we are going to achieve with the help of everybody's support, even our parents, and everybody is included in it. All the stakeholders are included in it. Our school, our teachers, our educators, our parents, everybody comes into the value of magic triangle. That's what in quintessence that we are going to see in today's session. So as we all know, career is an individual's metamorphical journey through learning, work, and other aspects of life. Everybody will accept to it. It doesn't start from one single day. It starts from the childhood. When the child is born, the career is being built up as such. There are several ways to define a career in terms of various ways. That's career ultimately derives from the Latin word, carus, which means a chariot. Who is going to drive this chariot? It is you who are going to drive this chariot. You have to create your own destiny. You have to take it forward with whole commitment, with the responsibility, with the point of accountability, such that Meaning of career means a person's course or the progress through specialities when publicly conspicuous, abounding in a remarkable incident. That means it builds from day to day. That is, as everybody knows me, people who know me always relate to one particular tagline, which I keep on repeating. Celebrate every single moment of your life so as to evolve as self, community, and terrain. So these every single moment of your life contribute to your career. It's not that career means I complete my grade 12, I go into college, I go into university, I choose my electives, and then I make my career. Never. Every single moment of your life contribute to your career. And what all that we evolve in from within, from with the society, with the contributions, everything contribute to the career. So it's a sequence of events that contribute to our career. It's a course of professional life. It could be employment, which affords our opportunity for progress and advancement in the world. The consequences of the vocational choice, which is very important because that's what really makes our, unfortunately, that's what leads us to the earning. That's what, with the tagline, with the synonymous, we say that that's my career. Means anything which gives us the earning, anything which makes us earn professionally, that makes the career. That's what we think about, and that's what the globally people think about, right? Though it is not though, but still that's the fact, that rationally that's the fact that we are working for. Understanding the self and the requirement for the success and reasoning between these. So the sequence and the combinations of the roles and the events that a person plays and goes through during the course of a lifetime builds the career. Hope everybody will agree with me. And the evolving sequence of a person's with the work experience over time builds up and such that you drive your own chariot. So when it comes to the career that way, what does career counseling means? What does it mean? The word counseling means a specific guidance. That is definitely not after grade 12 or after completing the schooling system. As I told you, every single moment in your life where anybody is going to contribute to any of the good thing that is going to evolve you as a self. That is what is career counseling. Left to me, I would say. It is an enabling process which is designed to keep the learning, to take the responsibility and the decisions for himself, whether it is applicable for me, whether it is suitable for me, such that is it going to do good to me? Am I happy doing it? That's very important. The reflection within from self and also to the community. Well, I'm happy doing it. I'm able to take it up. Okay, who is the person who is going to benefit by? Is it me who is benefiting by it? Or how will the community benefit? End of the day, if anything that we are doing, you should benefit by it, and the community, the where you live in, should benefit by it. It should be benefited by the society. It should be benefited by the country or the nation that you belong into, such that we are contributing to the global community. Such that, so our counseling is such a thing. It's a process which enables us to design such that we are able to take the responsibility of learning, evolving, grooming, which includes seeking help from someone, willing to extend help to someone, and is capable of being trained and training others. So that's setting the limitations are well received, and such that end of the day, counseling means giving some advice and taking some advice. That's the process of counseling is all about. Hope everybody will agree with me. In this process, as such, as I told you, there is total evolution, right from the childhood to what we are up to this point of time, whichever age that you are in, whichever age group that you are in, whichever school level that you are in, there is a transformation keeps on happening. Say, for example, when we ask a child, for example, what do you want to become? The child might say, looking at his parents, maybe doctor, I want to become a doctor. Later on, after some few days, when you ask the same child, what do you want to become? No, I want to become a pilot. Then it changes, it keeps on changing. Then he will say, no, I like to learn more about space. I want to become an astronaut. So as we see that, as the age grows up, it is nothing, there is no harm in changing those things. Or sometimes what happens, there is always a dual interest. The child might be an artist. As you know, as we are all educationalists, we will agree with the point of multiple intelligences and multiple talents that the child will be having. So the child might be an artist, child might be a sports person, child might be a technician, IT person or whatever thing that the child is very good at it. But professionally, when we talk about professional learning or professionalism or professional career, we say that you should be a doctor, you should be an engineer, you should be a teacher, you should be, because the society has taught like that. So there is always a dual thing. There might be a dual thing which is going on in the child. So there at one point of time, there comes a conflict in the child's mind, whether I should take up musician as my career, or I should go on for a professional thing like a doctor or a lawyer or an advocate or an engineer as a professional career. So these kind of conflicts definitely come in. So sometimes, in other words, what happens? When it comes to choosing streams, what happens? The child might be good in IT, but parents might be guiding the child for commerce or the accountancy streams. So the child will have a conflict. Can I have an accountancy stream and also with computer science? Is it possible to just have a fixation between the two or both of them? So these kind of conflicts really help us to evolve our career, to build our career in the way that we want. As counselors, what are our roles and responsibilities? Definitely, we should keep them engaged. We should keep telling them about what are the requirements in the society. When it comes to the conventional system of education that is happening right now, practically, eventually, this is what we have accepted universally. So this is what is the thing. So what are the graduation requirements which are required, college admissions which are required, what are the course audits that we can take up, and what are the course credits that can come up that can add the value to it, and how can the child get used to it. So with the graduation courses that are expected to be chosen by the child, and the students are aware of the graduation requirements and the college requirements and all the assistance processes of the college admissions. All these things are generally the counselors, as school counselors, we might be doing it. Everybody, if you are in the same platform as a school counselor, I'm sure that we will be doing all these things. And moreover, we'll be, in addition to it, when it comes to the different curriculum, like American curriculum of system of education or UK curriculum of system of education, when you talk about pathways, what all things that we are required to teach them or to make them being aware of, or all those things that we need to keep in our mind and guide our students, definitely not from the secondary, but throughout from the age of about as soon as they get into the middle school. I'm talking about right from 5th or 6th standard, they should start thinking about exactly what all things that I should work on, I should go about it, and how they will build their career, what all things which are required for them to build about their career. So all these things that we need to go about it. However, it is this particular slide, I would like to come back and review it one more time before we end the session, which I'm holding on now. So in that case, what is very much required is self-reflection, which is very much required from the child's point of view, and also as a teacher or the counselor or the tutor or the mentor who is working with the child, the data assessment and the analytical reports to organize and promote the standard assessment in correlation with the common core standards of which are required, or however it is, and the standard tests which are required as AP exam, SAT exam, MSAT. So preparation for these examinations cannot happen only with the higher secondary level. Gradually, it should start happening from the middle school level, which is very much important. And the transition of the record keeping, exactly. When it comes to the record keeping, that is what is really contributing to the whole candidature that is going to be submitted to the universities. This is the key issue. This is the key point that everybody has to note down when we are talking about the career pathways for the students, the graduates who are coming out from the school universities, like how to maintain the record throughout the child's life, right from the age of childhood till the grade 12. That is very, very important. And what all fields which can contribute to it, how it can overall sum up with the personality development and well-being of the child, which is very much important. Other than academically, as you see the data analysis, academic record of the examination of the Common Core standards and the statistical data or interpretations of the assessment results of AP exam or SAT or the academic results are very important in one thing. Second is that the whole tracking, the whole process of tracking, right from the childhood to the secondary level, that tracking process is very, very important, and the record process is very important. The third is that very, very important thing that we need to keep in mind is every year has the child been punctual, has been regular. This contributes a whole lot to the personality development, especially when it comes to the university admissions as well. So when it comes to the personality development and the well-being of the child, definitely even attendance, day-to-day attendance contribute to it. That is very important. And other kind of extracurricular activities that the child is being a part of, taking part in these school competitions or debate or anything, UNSC or anything as such, like any kind of awards that they can talk about. So all these things that contribute to the personality development and the well-being and also the proficiency of the child, that is very important. How we maintain it, and also without any black points, that the child has maintained a very fair record for himself or herself, and how it has been managed, how people have contributed, and what all testimonies have come from different sources. I mean, gradually through the years that I'm talking about, not only the grade 12 or 10, 11, 12, that is the core content everybody thinks about career pathways, and how the child has worked with the teachers and the mentors, everything contribute to the candidature building. So end of the day, what we learn becomes the part of who we are, and we become what we think and what we can become. So if you think that you are good at something, so that should build your profile. That should be the candidature that we are working on, and that should contribute to your goodness. So how to document this evidence? Create a student passport to document your work throughout. Whichever age it is. As a parent, I would request the parents or the child himself to create a website or a blog or somewhere in Padlet or so, recorded grade wise. This grade 1, year 1, I had a grade 2, I had this grade 3. This is my academic record. This is my the full academic report card, and also with the extracurricular activities. It should be, if at all we are going to submit to everything as a candidature for the student, and end of the day, how it has a very major benefit when it comes to the university admission in terms of scholarship, in terms of selection process. This is very, very vital. So building a candidature and building a profile for the student is very, very important, and that is not accustomed to the secondary or the secondary higher level. It should show a gradual process right from the grade 1 or even the foundation. Even as parents, you have to maintain a record in any of the form, either it could be a blog or create a website for yourself. Be happy to share it with others. Here, year-wise, you record everything, data evidentially build it up, and with all testimonies. Even testimony in the sense, even the report card or words from the year 1 teacher, year 2 teacher, year 3 teacher, or grade, it just goes on, and you just record it in a Padlet form, such that what we need to do when we submit the form to the universities, just give them this link. Here I am, this is what I am. This is more than enough for them to talk about. When it comes to the family, again, academically, scholastically, co-scholastically, if this record has been evidenced and with the tracking and maintained very clearly, and what is to be contributed apart from that in the same Padlet or in the same platform is that about your family. What family background is that? How the family has been going through. If at all the family had some shortcomings in their lives, or how you as a person have contributed with the family, say you're working or you're working with internships, or what kind of other contributions that you have added to that to document that evidence, everything contributes to it. So ultimately, when we submit this kind of a record to the university with the request saying that I am this, I'm so happy to share my profile, with all these documents, create a student profile, document your work, include all kind of evidences as images, videos, and audio clips, include the mentor validation. As I told you, testimony is very, very, very important. Every single certificate goes there, it should go with a testimony such that, and the recommendation signed by a mentor for each segment. It could be a competition, it could be a write-up, it could be a book published by you, it could be a website developed by you, it could be anything and everything, even academic passport. Take a report card from your class teacher and evidence it there, submit all the evidence to the mentor to enable him to give a draft report of the work done, and submit the final document to the school with the authentication saying that, yes, this child has maintained this. So this will really help you to have a proper profile or a candidature built up for yourself where you are speaking about it. And people have authenticated, have validated the with the evidences that you have submitted there, so that we can avoid the hassle of uploading all certificates, uploading all videos, uploading all audio clips. And how much proof can we give when we take the school university admission? So this kind of website development, this kind of development, or any virtual platform, it could be Padlet. Padlet is very easy to use. So this is really going to add value to your profile when you're going to apply for the universities. Well, when it comes to that, and very important, what all pathways that you're looking for, and the AP program entrance examination results that you have got, everything, anything and everything should be in the Padlet or the documentation. Now, how will this help you? You will develop the skill, confidence with the enhanced profile when you apply for college or university or a job for it. And you will have develop your fitness. If you're going to have extracurricular activities, you can talk about your fitness. Again, ensuring, making people ensure, being assured that you are physically fit to travel to some other country to take admission, such that people are happy or they will welcome you. They've made a difference in other people's life and make new friends, have memories of the last time, anything and everything. And there are four different modules that you can definitely have. Your physical section is very, very important, but the skill in arts, sports, creativity, and soft skills. Community section, again, what all your contributions to the community down through the years, through the ages, just manifest it, involvement in the community services and wellness. Digital innovation, what all your contribution for the digital innovation, how you have traveled through the process of digital innovation. Even learning some Excel can also come there. I have been a novice in learning about IT. Now I have learned this. Show it as a process such that people get a very clear idea of you. And if you're very good in IT, what all competence that you have developed for AI and innovation, just bring it up. If you have developed a sensor, if you have developed something for robo, or if you have developed anything that excellent that you have done in design thinking, or you have created something, or a 3D modeling, everything can go there as a video and in your Padlet, such that you will be able to take it up. And also how well as a person that you have contributed for the global citizenship. End of the day, education is not with the four walls of classroom. Education is definitely not the report card that you get from your school. Definitely not. End of the day, what you contribute to the community as a person really carries the value of education. Education is something, when you come out, you're able to remember exactly what is it. That is what is education. So global citizenship is very, very important as a person to build your profile. So that also should go in your Padlet or in the portal that you're going to create for yourself. As with the range of activities, I've just given you the example of what could come in the range of activities, with the physical activities, with the digital innovation, with the everything. So this is just for you. And for the community section, what all different things that you can contribute to it. End of the day, as we all know, though it is not very familiar in US, but still it is in UK, the Duke of Edinburgh Award. They do have these kind of slabs. So as you can take it up, any of those awards like that for yourself. So it will add value to your planning, your profile and your candidature, which is very, very, very important. Now, preparing your candidature and profile, that's what we finished with the first. how to create a destiny for yourself, how to groom your destiny, how to channelize it, how to build your dream through the ages. Now, when it comes to the college and the career planning, as I told you, as a norm, eventually we have to follow, we have to respect what our community does. So when it comes like that, when it comes to admission in the universities, these are very important. Sorry. Should I continue? Okay. Prepare and take a test of ACT or SAT examination, as we know. And for ACT, if you want me to talk more about ACT system, well, I can explain. Otherwise, if there is, I want to finish the thing and then I can explain about ACT and SAT and research college requirements for each college in the field of study that we should have an idea. Attend annual college fairs, which is very important, where we get an exposure, when we get a knowledge of exactly what is the current trend in the market, which is very important, so that we equip ourselves, we can recoup ourselves, or if you have some exclusiveness in opting for your streams in the college, that also we can just get a good advice right from the cosmos. So attending career fairs, college fairs, and visiting college personally, that also adds value to that, and taking challenge of college career preparatory classes like AP courses or any dual credit courses, which adds to your credit scores when you apply for school university admission. That is very, very vital. And continue with the extracurricular and the community services programs with the leadership role. That's what people would like to see you as, how much you are able to take it forward, how much responsibility that you're able to shoulder yourself. So that's what they would like to look in for. And investigate college course options and financial aids and scholarship, whether with all these things that you're built for yourself, whether you are able to apply for any kind of scholarship to the grants that is much required. That also will keep you informed. Your visit to the college fairs and will make you informed. Or you can have a counseling session on one-to-one basis when you visit the colleges. Make a college list using preferences with the program of study, career size and the college and the location, and make a list of at least 2 teachers for recommendation letters, which is very important. Mentors are very, very important with whom that you are able to relate, you're able to discuss and take it further. And plan a meaningful summer activities such as internships, as I was mentioning, job shadowing and part-time job and community service projects, such that you are able to build a profile for yourself, such that when you apply, people should not say that, okay, we are giving you. They would say they should be able to, you should be welcomed by people saying that you are ours, please come and join us. So that should be the credit. So when we come to the advanced AP programs, it was introduced 4 decades ago. This is just to have an idea. And ACT, I will just show you, if people are from India, they would require to have more exploration and more detail about these kind of programs. That's why I'm just running through the slides like this for giving more information about AP programs. People from US, definitely they must be well aware of these programs. Then in other parts of the world also, they will be knowing it, but just to have a recap. Advanced AP program was introduced 4 decades ago to enable students to complete college level studies while they are in the high school and to obtain college placement or credit or both based on the performance on rigorous AP examinations. So courses range from calculus to studio art, US history and French literature. The newest course offerings are of AP human geography, which came up for the fall 2000, and AP World History, which came from the fall 2001. 20,000 students took the new 2022 AP World History in its initial appearance, and this number is all the time high for any kind of new AP subject. More AP students took more AP exams in the AP subjects in May 2002 at any time of the college board history. End of the day, so how is it being done? It's being offered by College Board, and these are the courses that they are being offered in terms of arts and English, history, social science, maths, computer science, and world language and cultures. I'll be happy to share all these details with IAU, and we can take it up from there. And the advanced, they have an advanced track which contributes to the credit hours as well. For English, normally it is 4 credit hours which are required. For mathematics, it is 4 credit hours with AP Calculus and AP. And science for again 4 credit hours with AP Physics C and AP Chemistry and Biology. Social studies and humanities, it is 3 credit hours. And Arabic, for us from UAE, we need Arabic language that requires 4 credit hours. Islamic, we need 2 credit hours. And physical education, we need 2 credit hours. And visual arts is 1 credit hour. And world languages that needs 2 credit hours. And there is one more track which goes parallelly with that. It's called as elite track. That is very key important for the university admission. That those details also we are just providing when it comes to the career counseling part for our students. So these are the different links where we can access details about the AP examinations. This is for India. I have exclusively found out, and this is for the UAE embassy, US embassy also. We have got it. So all these details will be with the IAU, such that you will be able to access it and you can take more details. End of the day, like when you become successful, what is very, very important is the equivalent system of the local community, whichever country you are. When these are the score credits that are being applicable, when it comes to UAE, these are the ministry decision which has been taken and published by the Ministry of Education. So we used to mention about the law, which is very, very important, and we give them the credit. And with the articles mentioned that such that when we submit these documents, it is always related to the equivalent system of that particular local country, whichever part of the world it is. We need to take the equivalence certificate from that particular local country, such that our credit scores are matched with that requirement, with the local requirement, which is also very, very important. So for students applying for Fall 20 from admissions for different universities. So when it comes to the transfer requirements, so normally this is what is 2.4 GPA with 2.8 non-residents and 60 UC transferable semester units in the end of spring 2021. For English 1 and 2, equivalence of TOEFL. Earlier it was IELTS was universally accepted, but these days people are not going in for IELTS, so we take up to TOEFL. And also transferable maths classes, 4 classes and selected with at least 2 of them with IGETC areas, and arts and humanities with the social and behavioral sciences. These are the different streams that we look for, and physical and biological sciences as well. So when it comes to the student preparation, start early, very important. Compile your compilation, you building all transcripts and evidences in a portal form, which is much important. And research work of the campuses where you're going to apply, that is very important. Work on your own application multiple times with different proximities. If not this, that's where metacognition comes up. We need to apply, if not this, what is the other alternative? If not this, what is the other alternative? We should have always provisions free at hand, and feedback and insightful, always you should have insightful questions, which people will be always happy to help you with that. And check your email quite often. This is what is required from the student's point of view. And transfer applications, what is the admission timeline normally when you apply? So it starts with the 1st of August. It's not far. It's the right time that we are speaking about it today. It's July. So start with the 1st of August. Application opens for all admissions. So 1 to 30th of November, submit the transfer academic update very clearly. As I told you, if you have not created a Padlet for yourself, create a Padlet, create a portal such that all your data you get a very nice, sweet time to upload all your data and your certificates. By early Jan, everything should be available there and with access. And for 31st Jan, we should submit your application by about Jan, and we should start looking in for it. And what we need to look in for, notification for admission decision, and also online transfer academic update with the priority deadline should be worked on between March and April. We should look in for notification for the admission decision. And the 1st of June, we should have a statement of intent to register, that is called as SIR deadline. That is, I'm willing to register. We need to submit a statement saying that I'm willing to register. This is very, very important. In US, it is called as SIR. Otherwise, it is called as intent letter from UK. So that also you should keep yourself that I'm interested to register. So with the final transcript of the deadline with the admitted students, that is 1st of July, July, you should be able to take up your admission process. So that's the normal timeline. And end of the day, this is what you are expecting. It's time for you to shine as such, what you expect and how to go about it. And very importantly, you should be very communicative, very open for to accept any kind of criticism that is going to come from their side, such that it is good. It's a contribution such that we are able to work on, where you are able to modify your profile, modify the content according to the what is expected. Okay, that is very important. So moving again, when you apply, what is very important? Navigation of your application. You have to track it, how to apply, about yourself, your campus and your majors, which university that you have chosen for yourself with the majors, your academic history, your test scores with the SAT and APS courses, with the activities and rewards, scholarship programs that you are looking for, and your personal insight. So that's what is the thing. And your citizenship, to declare that whichever district that you belong to, that is very important, or a country that you belong to. And if at all you need to have a modification or you need to have some extra advantages from the university side, you can always approach them, be very approachable, talk to them in a very friendly mode, such that you're able to express to them freely, they are able to assist you. So with the demographics of exactly where you are living, which part of the world that you're living, how you will be able to do. And if you're looking for any kind of internship, that this comes handy. Normally what happens, people who go from from India and UAE, students go with the student visa, but normally they take up an internship there to manage their expenses. So their visa change becomes a process. So we need to have a consultant in between. This consultant will really enable the process of changing the visa from the student visa to the employment visa. So this kind of assistance also, we need to have a track, we need to have a monitor, and we need to just track the whole process such that we don't, later on one fine morning when you hear that, okay, you are a student, you are working, so you need to have an employment visa. So we don't end up things with that all of a sudden, like once all of a sudden. So you need to have a tracking process, which your consultant will be able to do for you. And later on, what happens, like when you start working, you might be wanting to take your
समझाया था तो वीजा प्रोसेस समझाया वीजा प्रोसेस करिए हमने
I will explain to you about the visa process if time permits. Otherwise, I will get it with one more session. Definitely, I will help you with that. But it's always, we should have a consultant parallelly working with us through and through. So to keep you informed about these kind of changes that you're looking for. Sometimes what happens when you go as a student, it will be a student visa. Then, as I told you, you might become an employment visa. Then you will be wanting to have your parents with you. So in that case, you need to have a dependent visa. So these kind of processes, as a person, you will not be able to handle. So always keep a consultant who is there with you through and through, who helps you with this process. People are willing to help, so I will help you with the contacts of those consultants as well, such that you are able to get through. Yeah. So these are things that we need to monitor, and also what kind of internship that we can take up. And also when you submit the form, very importantly, you need to declare about your parents' income, what kind of income they are having, and also about your properties in your country. Sometimes they will evaluate your submission, your application, based on those property details as well. Say, for example, you're willing to study, but on a stipend basis, or you're willing to apply for a loan, such that they will decide whether we can really make these arrangements. I'm talking about self-financing colleges and universities. So when it is such a case, you declaring about your property details back in your country, it not only helps you in your visa application, processing the visa application, but also helping you in other benefits that you can take it up. at the later stage. So that is why I always emphasize whoever comes to me about career counseling, I create the Padlet for them with all these details, and also about the interviews. Say, for example, if you're going for an interview with one particular interview, record it. And so that when at a stretch, like if you're going to visit about 10 universities, the first university where you went, you will sit and laugh sometimes. So what kind of questions I've answered? And so by the 10th interview, you are so groomed, you are so seasoned such that you know what to answer, what not to answer. So these things also contribute to it. And definitely, so like that, as I was mentioning, declaring about your parents. Sometimes what happens, you might be having an ailing parent at home, your mother or father or somebody. So in that case, this will really help you to apply for a scholarship. That will help the university to decide about your scholarship plans as well, thinking that yes, the child is so self-made, he's very confident, he will be able to do it, he's taking care of his parents also. So that way it really contributes quite a lot. So that's very important. Choose your campus, and choose your majors as such. And this is how the process goes normally, with the minimum requirements, as I told you, depending upon the courses that you're asking for. And the AP examinations, I need to brief you about AP examinations and how to apply for scholarships. Every country has got scholarship programs, government allocated, government providing scholarships. Sometimes it will be 100% scholarship, sometimes it will be 70%, sometimes it will be 40%, depending upon it. So whichever thing that you need to have a very clear awareness and knowledge about these scholarship programs, such that you will be able to fund your own studies. You can apply for scholarship, you can take up internship, you can earn, and you can learn. So that's what is the whole thing is all about. And for UK scholarships and all these scholarship details, I would love to provide definitely to IIU. You can take it up from IIU as such. So these are the personal insight questions, which are very important. You need to answer 3 out of 7 questions normally when it comes to that. And any other prompts that when you answer them, they will be making a note of it. And when it comes to explanation about you, this carries a major vital thing, in the sense like, how do you present yourself? It should not be more than 250 and 350 words. So you should start practicing about your profile very clearly. And before submission, all those questions, as I told you, it is very, very important to visit career fairs, to visit universities. So talking to the counselors time and again, you will get used to these kind of questions that they ask you again and again, so that you get used to those answers. And your personal interview paper, which is very important. Exactly what you, end of the day, they would like to know from you how well you are interested in doing this course, how well you're going to take it further, and how well you're able to give it back to the society. So this is very, very important. And also with the testimonies of the teachers, the counselors, and the guides, and the mentors, everybody, even your friends, everything contribute to that. And this is very, very important. So please describe how well you have prepared for your major, including your readiness for your courses and also to enroll into the university. So when it comes to your explanation about you, describe an example of your leadership experience in which you have positively influenced others, helped to resolve disputes, and contribute to the group efforts over time. Every person has a creative side. It can be expressed in many ways as problem solving, original and innovative thinking, and artistically, to name a few. Describe how you express yourself in a creative side. As I told you, the 250 and 350, 250 to 350 words that you describe yourself as self. If you ask me, describe Sri Vidya in 4 or 5 words, I will say, celebrate every single moment of your life so as to evolve as community, self, community, and terrain. That's what Sri Vidya is. So you should build yourself. This is your life, your own destiny. So take the whole responsibility of it, cherish it every time, cherish your dream such that you will be able to create something for yourself. What would you like to say to the greatest talent or the skill that you've got? How well you have developed this particular talent? If you say that I have a skill, how well you have developed it, how well you have excelled it over time. That should be answered. Describe how you have taken advantage of the significant educational opportunity that has come to you and worked overcome to any kind of education barrier or the shortcomings that you had in your school that you have faced so far. This everything should be described very significantly. Describe the most significant challenge that you have faced and the steps that you have overcome with this challenge, and how this challenge has affected your academic achievement, and what you have done to make your school or yourself, your school and your community a better place to live in. And beyond what that has been shared in your application, what you believe that you stand as a strong candidate for admissions to the university. So that's where we are. I'm open for questions. And if you allow me to share, I would like to share about the ACT courses, which is again very important for today's session. And anybody who would like to ask questions, you can ask me now, so that otherwise I will share about ACT courses, which is very much important for the grade 12 examination. If you say I can go ahead, I can go ahead.
I think you can go ahead, please.
Yes, sure. Okay, now when it comes to the ACT courses, I'm talking about ACT examinations. My screen should be visible, I think. I think so. If I can, are you able to see that? Is my screen visible?
Not yet.
Okay, I'll do that. Yeah, now is it visible?
Yes.
Yes. So this is one site that we can go. I'm taking India as an example such that people get a very clear idea of exactly where to go about. Okay. So Shiksha Study Board has got this website with ACT test centers, which is very, very important. Okay. Now the ACT test centers in India. This ACT is an examination. It's a computer-based test that requires candidate to answer the multiple choice questions in English, Maths, Reading, and Science. The ACT writing test is optional and does not affect the candidate's composite scores with the choice of ACT examination center too. This detail about ACT is not only for India, but also for other countries as well. When we talk about ACT test, this is what is the thing. These are the tests. These are the subjects that they will test you for. They will test you for, and the writing test also. So when it comes to the ACT test centers in India, there is a registration fee that you can hold in for. You can download this guide from here, which gives you all details about the test, the syllabus, the overview, everything as such. Now we can go to the overview. Hope it opens. What is ACT is that? ACT is full form of American college testing, which is very, very important, which is more competent like AP courses. Okay. And it is a standardized test, and it is MCQ based online examination, which helps you to evaluate written, mathematical, verbal, and scientific skills. Okay. And when it comes to the registration, this is how it happens. And the ACT test syllabus, total scores, and the patterns have not been affected by any change. It is universal across the globe. So it is not only for India. It's not something exclusively for India, but I've taken it from. So now the upcoming ACT is scheduled for July 15th, 2023, which is already over, which is already done. I'm sorry about it. Maybe 2-3 days later, we have come in. However, it is, you can always get the updates from this website, such that which are the universities that are taking up ACT and which are not taking up ACT also will be declared as a current news over here. Okay. And coming to the examination, this is very important. Duration of the examination is 2 hours 55 minutes. Popularly given as undergrad admissions for US and Canada, administered by ACT Incorporated. Mode of the examination is online. Fees is over here. ACT fee for Indians, which is converted to rupees, is also given there. So how you can pay and everything is being given, how to register it online with the admit card, full and full. And the ACT centers, which are very important. pattern is given. What are the topics that will be the questions in each subject? English, maths, science, reading, written test, everything is being given. And what are the credits that they would look for after average scores that is expected for every candidate to pass through? English 20.3, maths is 20.9. These are the credits that you will add on for validity and the results. And also, this is very important, the preparation trips are being given. Practice examination questions are there. So the guide is also there, which is very, very easy for you to access. Now, when it comes to the centers, ACT centers, as you can see, at ACT examination centers, test centers in India, in Ahmedabad, Bhubaneswar, Dehradun, Gurgaon, Indore, Kodaikanal, Mohali, Bengaluru, Chennai, Delhi, Hyderabad, Jaipur, Kolkata, Mumbai. So this is one particular thing that is going to really help all students to take it further. Okay, ACT is one. Now the second one is AP examinations, again from India, how to go about it. So when it comes to the AP examination, what is this AP examination? Do we need to study only in American curriculum school for taking up AP examination? No, not at all. You can study in any curriculum, and this examinations definitely you can take up. And also taking examinations in 2023, how is it going to help you? It's administered in May each year, and it requires advanced registration. So this is the website that is called as internationalcollegeboard.org, and taking up AP examination in India. How does it help you? So the full detail is given in this website. This also I will share with. Exam registration is September 12, 2022, and the registration is open for May 23 examination. I will share with IAU so that you will be able to benefit by it with these links. And these are the test centers where AP examinations normally happen. What is the eligibility? Everything is given. And how much points that you need to get, everything is given in a very clear booklet. Yes. So now coming back to the presentation, I am towards the end of the session. Hope it had really helped you. And if you have any questions, I'm always open to, and your feedback. Thank you.
Ma'am, could you just let me know what is ACT is?
ACT is American College Testing.
So it's only for the Americans, not for the UK and Europe?
UK is universal. As such, you can apply for university examination. When it comes to UK, if you get IELTS band, IELTS test is very, very important for UK curriculum. And if you pass, if you get 7 out of 9, then you're through with the UK curriculum. You know what is IELTS, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, exactly. And when it comes to the MPC, Maths, Physics, Chemistry, it's definitely SAT.
So I had a question for
Yes, dear.
MPPs. Which subjects are the core subjects and which universities consider the SAT course?
Definitely, depending upon the streams that you are applying for. If you're going in for science, then you should go in for exclusively science SAT and science SAT maths. If you're going for a science course.
All right.
SAT examinations is a very important thing, very, very important for all the US admissions.
And what is the core difference between ACT and SAT?
ACT covers everything. ACT, as you saw, it is totally comprehensive. It covers all the subjects, and it adds to your credits. That when you apply for a American university, you need to have your credits. To add your credits, to get your credit scores, then you need to go in for add. Yes, Dr. Rosli.
Yes. Do you guys work with the FAFSA, like we do in the United States? Do you know what that is, the FAFSA?
No, normally
Oh.
ACT and AP is allowed from this part of the world, from UAE as well, and also from India.
Okay, because the FAFSA is the free application for federal student loan. It's to help you be able to pay for the university. So I was just wondering if that's something that you guys work with globally as well, or is that just in the US?
No, not from this part of the world, from UAE and India. We have not worked with that. Thanks for the information. And if you can just provide the link over there in the chat, I think people will benefit by it, which is very crucial,
Yes.
which is very important, so that if they are
Yes.
able to get some funding assistance, which is very key thing, requisite, basically. So that will really help the students who are here on the session and also who are watching this show. Definitely. Thank you, Dr. Ruslan.
Yes, and
Thanks
that's
for-
something that later on in the year, or sometime I can even do a training on it, because
Yes.
I used to work with them.
That's
Thank
great.
you.
And also about the scholarship programs, government scholarship programs from US and US universities. Those scholarship programs are very, very important for taking it up. You know, like students, when they apply, as I told you, you need to build your profile, of course, but still exactly what kind of scholarship that they can go in for, which is very important. The information is very, very important. So which I'll be sharing with IAU. Definitely IAU will be able to guide the students on this.
Right.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Dr. Snigdha, I'm actually done. So what is to be done, you will have to guide me.
Dr. Shri Vidya, indeed a great, very informative session. I, even being the Indian, I was not aware about all these examination and entrance and all. And I think it was very informative, very well presented with the excellent presentation. So certainly looking forward to have many more sessions from you. Right. And I think today all the trainees have been like, they must be truly enriched with the knowledge of career counselor. Right. And you have sown the right seeds, which will grow into the great career counselors in the future. Thank you so much. Heartfelt gratitude from the entire IIU team. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Yeah. So
Thank
shall
you.
we end the session?
Great
Any
job.
questions from anyone?
Thank you,
Great
Dr.
job.
Charles. Thank you, Dr. Rosalind. Thanks for being so supportive. I'm always open. You can always write to me. And if you need help for building up your profile for any kind of interview session, I'm always there to guide you all. Definitely.
Thank you.
Sure. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you and stay tuned. Tomorrow we'll have a third day of the career counseling session. And I request even Dr. Shri Vidya, if you could spare some time at the end tomorrow. So if they come up with any questions or queries, I think you also can guide them. Thank you so much. Thank you to our Vice Chancellor for being here. Sir, your support is always very much appreciable. We do have our day 3 trainer, Dr. Ravi Kumar KS now with us. Ravi sir have just joined. Thank you, Ravi sir, for being here. Thank you all the trainees.
Thank you so
Good
much.
day,
Sorry,
good night. Yeah. I'm so
I
sorry,
couldn't
but
join.
still
I
you
joined late.
joined. It's our pleasure to have you, sir.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. So waiting to
Thank you.
hear your expertise as well tomorrow.
Sure.
Good night. Take care. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.